Mame was tied us up.
Oh? Care to share what that is?
First, think about what Mame did when she first entered the studio. She knocked over the camera.
Why would she do that?
Maybe she thought it was a three-legged alien. She thought they were invading Earth, so...
Take this seriously or I'm going to chop off your third leg.
Judging from the trail, I think she came to me first. She couldn't have come to me after stepping in the warm water.
Okay, fair enough.
Because if she did, it would have left prints.
It doesn't mean she didn't knock over the tripod first, but whatever.
So the first thing she did must have been to try to untie me. That's when a bit of her nail broke and stuck to the rope. But then, something happened that stopped her.
Something?
I'll tell you later. Anyway, she stopped trying to untie me.
Where did she go from there?
Here. Mame must have been in a hurry. She tipped over the camera by accident.
And then what?
She came here next. Mame ran into the table, which caused the kettle to fall, and the hot water spilled on the floor.
And then?
Somehow the east door.
Well, if we trace her footprints, they stopped right in front of the western door.
1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, cool.
But the door was locked and it didn't open, so she couldn't get out. And then... Tama, do you have any ideas why Mame stopped trying to untie me?
I sure do. But continue. I want to hear what you're thinking.
Okay, here's my answer. It's simple, actually. I think Mame saw Terror enter the studio. While she was untying me, Terror came across the scene. They ran over to her to try to take her out. That's why the body was left in such an unnatural position.
I see. We're on the same page. There are still some question marks, but... Well, putting that thread aside for now, shall we get started?
Start what?
Filming, duh.
Again?
You got a problem? So, are you ready?
No.
Okay, here we go.
I said no.
Ready? Action! I'm going to cast you as a Mame. Recreate her movements. Let's start with when she first ran into the studio.
First move was...
It's a straight line game. Don't know if this needs to be recapped twice. Or 3 times.
Oh no! Mr. Ryuki is tied up! You're a really shitty actor.
Well, what did you expect?
Ryuki! Mr. Ryuki! Mr. Ryuki! Snap out of it! This is when her nail fell off.
Mame tried to untie the rope, and...
That's when Terror ran into her.
Since Terror is blocking the east door, she can't go that way. So she tried to run to the other door.
Okay, let's see your best performance. God.
Why do you make me do this?
Okay, go on, run away.
And then, run into the camera. Then run into the table, and that drops the kettle, and...
That sounded like a noise outside of my headphones. I was really confused for a brief second now. So what? Oh, it's coincidental.
She discovers the west door is completely locked. Ugh.
Cut! You were doing so well. Anyway, she was cornered and... What happened after that? This is what I was trying to get at earlier. And one more thing. When you asked Amame if she saw the culprit, she shook her head. Why did she lie?
Because he went, "You ain't see me, right?"
Hey, Tama. You collected all the data in this studio, right? Including X-ray?
Yeah?
In that case...
Gun and mask. I'm disappearing. Okay, I'm just trying to see what I can. Quite tall.
I knew it.
What? Terror?
I think so.
So when we regained consciousness, they were in the studio?
That must be the case. Wait, you didn't notice, Tama?
Well, that means it can't be any of us then, obviously, because somebody's standing there.
I thought you had X-ray vision.
I mean, she does, because otherwise she wouldn't have seen this.
I thought it was part of the set.
Anyway, they have a gun?
Yeah, a 50 caliber automatic handgun.
I feel like she should have been specifically scanning for weapons as well, just as protocol.
That could do some real damage.
So she was threatened.
This next bit is just speculation, but... Terror headed to the western door and cornered Mame, but then must have heard footsteps coming from the other door. Iris, Kizuna, and Shoma. Of course, Terror probably had no idea who they were. Terror must have said something like...
You ain't see me, right? If you do, I'll shoot
Then
you.
they hid in the set, since their only escape route was cut off.
That's why Amame lied. She couldn't have said anything with Terror threatening her.
Probably.
There, I'm back now. My face is returned. Ooh, about my cup of tea.
What a shame. Terror was right there, but we couldn't get them.
There was nothing we could have done. Shoma was the top priority.
Anyway, there's only one thing we need to do. Let's find Mame. She saw Terror in person. She's a key witness now. Maybe she has some information.
Why did she have a comfy pullover on there?
Something about Terror we don't know. Maybe a voice or how they walk.
I guess it's like a combination pullover dress, but like, she's not worn that. How do we know that she wears that?
Hey, Tama. Where is Mame?
I don't know. Her smartphone is either off or somewhere with no reception.
I asked Tama to call Kizuna, Iris, and Gin. Ask if they knew where Mame was. None of them picked up.
Hold on a second. What about your promise?
Fine, I'll get checked. And I want to talk to Shoma. He's at home now, right?
At least that's what Tama said before I came to the shrine. No idea how Shoma was able to get out the Ferris wheel. Don't know if it's related to all this, but I have a strong desire to find out.
So we have 3 objectives. Finding Amame, getting checked up at the hospital, and meeting with Shoma.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll tag along. Not to mention today is special for partners. Valentine's Day.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
Yes, quite.
Anyway, let's get going.
Oh, we have a lot of places to go. Well, we said we'd go to the hospital first, so why don't we get that over and done with? Here we go in our limo. That's obviously going to be the same room. Oh.
I'm glad we had an open room for you. It's quiet here. You should be able to relax and focus on your treatment.
Treatment?
Oh, you don't have to worry about the paperwork for your stay here. We'll handle everything.
Hold on. My stay here? What are you talking about?
You don't remember?
Remember what?
This is troubling.
Yeah, that's a bed. Table next to the bed. Window. That's monitoring vital signs. How long have I been here?
It's been a few hours since you arrived.
A few hours? Impossible.
Think so.
Doctor, you shouldn't. You shouldn't be doing this at the hospital.
That dance is very inappropriate. I mean,
No playing Kuseman Go in the hospital.
yeah, the hospital.
Mr. Ryuki, do you remember getting a checkup? I'm sure the doctor would have told you everything.
No, I have no idea.
I see. Then I'm afraid I'll have to be the bearer of bad news. Mr. Ryuki, you have what we call cognitive dysfunction. Sometimes you'll forget what time it is or where you are, even lose track of the people around you.
Very suspicious.
It's all part of your condition. In addition to that, we believe that you have a short-term memory disorder.
Tama, is this true?
Yes, it is.
This is difficult for me to say, but your condition is very serious. We need to begin treatment immediately.
Oh no, I hadn't. There was a question after.
I'm going to get the files. I'll be right back, so please wait here. Excuse me.
Okay, I went to the hospital like I promised. Now let's get going, Tama.
What are you talking about? That nurse told you that you need to stay here.
I don't have time for that. I need to solve this case. Please, Tama. Just 3 more days.
I refuse.
Fine, just 1 day. 24 hours is all I ask. Please let me do this. I'll give you some chocolate later.
Are you joking? You know I can't eat chocolate.
No, I mean like emotional chocolate.
Fine. But you're only getting 24 hours.
I want some emotional chocolate.
Not a second longer.
Thanks, Tama.
Doesn't exist. I like playing long Tsukumi. Oh, I had to press X. I knew that. Just want to check the flowchart. Alright. Yeah, it does make sense that this is actually the first line. Carry on then. Go to the end of Residence, John. Residence evil.
Hey! Don't get in the kotatsu without permission.
It's cold out, and I'm cold.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to ask a few things, but before that, Shoma... No, never mind. Don't worry about it.
I decided not to ask him about what happened at the studio. Be cruel to remind him, not to mention I didn't want him running off again. Probably be best to avoid talking about Komeiji and the interrogation from the cops. Wanted to ask about the TV stand. The buzzer. The toy robot. And the dresseur. And the doll. What? Hang on, it's a doll for a quiz? Okay. And the closet. And the refrigerator. And the kitchen. And the weird plush. Oh. Nothing. Nothing for any of those. And the window. And the toy hammer. And the folding fan. It's for slapstick, apparently. The TV. Nothing.
Dad. Dad, I shouldn't have said that you should die. It's all my fault.
Shoma.
Probably didn't need psychic powers for that. About the codes for Bats 490.
Shoma, you still haven't told me why you lied.
Lied?
About the code for Bats 490. That wasn't referring to Horodori Institute, but you said it was.
Sheesh, can you just let it go? I didn't solve the code.
I'm looking for Mammy.
Yeah?
Do you know where she is?
I have no idea.
How did you get out of that Ferris wheel?
Huh? What are you talking about?
The Ferris wheel at Misaton.
I didn't go to Misaton.
What? That's impossible. I definitely saw you get on the Ferris wheel.
Maybe you saw my doppelganger?
You imagined it?
Or maybe my clone.
Your clone? No, I don't think so. I mean, we may have the technology for it, but I've never heard of any human clones. Not to mention, it's forbidden by law.
The law doesn't mean anything. Not to a psycho like Chikara.
What do you mean?
You're implying that Horodori Institute...
Yeah, they're researching cloning. So maybe they secretly made my clone.
Impossible.
I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not kidding about Horodori Institute researching cloning. Just about cloning me.
How do you explain the Ferris wheel then?
Maybe you were seeing things.
Seeing things?
Maybe you got the TC Purge.
Purge? What is that?
Last year, they invented a way to edit genomes called Purge.
Purge was developed by Horodori Institute. TC Purge is kind of like a virus.
TC
People
Purge.
at Horodori Institute called it the organic nanomachine.
Nanomachine, son.
It acts kind of the way a virus does. When it enters the body, it latches onto bacteria
Was that phage?
and a protein complex called CRISPR-Cas-beta is made. CRISPR-Cas-beta can cut, move, and attach certain DNA nucleotide sequences.
What am I know about CRISPR?
When it enters the brain, it can even overwrite the DNA structure inside neurons. It can make you see things, make you dance. It makes you do weird things over and over. And on top of that, TC Purge multiplies in the body. It takes over the multiplication functions of bacteria and makes copies of itself.
God, it's all about maths.
And it can be passed to other people with your breath.
Shoma, how do you know all this?
Well, there's just some stuff.
Oh, I missed the last line again.
Ryuki, we can hold off on Horodori Institute. We need to prioritize.
Yeah, we need to find Mame. I'm sorry, Shoma. This might be hard for you. But can you tell me about Komeiji? Komeiji picked something up at the rooftop amusement park in Misaton. Something that is meaningful or significant to Terror. But he didn't tell me what it was. I thought you might know something.
Sorry, but I have no clue.
I see.
That's fair enough. Let's get Kumakura out of the way.
Hey, Ryuki, what's
Why
up?
are you in both games?
I wanted to ask you something.
About your desk. About your crest. About the way you're dressed. Lantern.
Hey, Ryuki. See those lanterns?
You're not gonna do one of your stupid sex jokes again, are you?
Really? You see them?
Please don't make me participate in this.
Do you see them, Ryuki?
Yes.
What are they?
Lanterns.
Lantern these nuts?
That just made me laugh. I just wasn't expecting something on that level. Jumping with a golden ball. Oh, it's a door. Disc. All sorts of things on it. It's another desk. There's a partition right in front of the doorway. A door. Whiteboard. Go see dolphins at the aquarium, 25th.
It's my dream to do it on a sofa.
Why would you even say that out loud?
I thought that was going somewhere and it apparently was not. Low table. Tray.
Hey, look! I'm a flying squirrel!
Squirrel.
Did you hear something?
Nope, nothing.
Tiger rug. Statement. Just got some general principles. Those who only eat crackers in the cracker and peanut mix should be executed. Okay. Certificate. I'm not looking at that out of general principle. Lockers.
Oh shit, a shooting star. I want chocolate from Tessa. I want chocolate from Tessa. I want chocolate. Damn it, I couldn't send a third one in time.
About Mame.
You talking about a Mame Doi? Tessa's friend?
So you know her.
Of course. I know everything about Tessa. So what about Mame?
She might have some valuable information about the case. I'm trying to find her. Do you happen to know where she is?
Sorry, I got no idea.
I see.
How are you doing?
Not bad. Tonight, Tessa is gonna have a Valentine's Day stream. Oh, thinking about it makes my heart dance. Oh, I'm so excited.
About the HP
Why
case.
are you even asking me?
Yakuza have connections all throughout the underworld, so I thought you might know something. Anything would help. Rumors, anything.
Rumors, huh? So our parent group, the Ujisaki, there's this higher up that's connected to NICE. I did hear something from him. The president of NICE Japan, Tokiko Shigure. She was in a relationship with the head of Horodori Institute, Chikara Horodori.
Oh, he was punching upwards.
What?
Punching above his weight.
Of course,
Whatever.
this isn't recent. We're talking decades ago. Back then, Tokiko wasn't even the boss. She was just some grunt at NICE. But Chikara, on the other hand, was pretty high up the ladder at NICE. Used his newfound power to get with Tokiko. Back when she was in her 20s, I heard she was a hottie.
I mean, she doesn't look so bad now, to be honest, Mama.
But like I said, she was young and naive.
Like, if you told me she was 20, I would have just believed you.
Chikara basically tricked her. He was married at the time, even had kids. Tokiko was his mistress. Real secret relationship type shit.
That is interesting, though.
Yeah, that's all I know about that. But I do have some more dirt on Chikara. This was also decades ago, but Chikara went to child service agencies all over Japan and got something from them.
What?
DNA samples. He said it's for DNA treatment or something, but I don't buy it. My guess is he was doing something shady.
Why the hell do child services keep DNA records?
Horodori Institute was real sketchy back then.
So the child service agencies.
Tokiko and Chikara in an illegitimate relationship.
and Chikara getting kids' DNA. Let's figure it out later.
We still need to find Mame.
Good marble. From not Mame or Moma, but Mama.
Welcome! We aren't open yet, though.
It's probably for the best. Working.
I've got something for you, Ryuki.
What?
Valentine's
It's
gift.
hard, and it'll leave a mess all over your hands.
I know exactly what Mom was talking about.
It's chocolate!
That's what I was going to say!
It's Valentine's Day. I wanted all my customers to get some.
That was nice. Alcohol. Dry gin. London. King Arthur London Dry Gin. Bottles and glasses on the shelf. If the box is something hard, play with it too much, you'll be left with a mess on your hands. Yeah, why? Who plays with chocolate? There's a suspicious book. Spine says best eats in the spirit world. It's a beer tap. Suspicious books.
Ryuki, want to see a video of balls getting hit with a hard stick?
Ooh, I'm curious.
It's just billiards.
Or golf. Or cricket. Or like lacrosse. I can't think of any of us right now. Cop poster. One eye on the wall. Sofa. Table in front of the sofa. Whiteboard.
Special pinchos, huh?
I'd like to taste your pinchos too.
Movie poster.
Hand warmer trader?
It's about 4 boys who go on a journey with a hand warmer that's holding a dangerous substance.
What? What's a hand warmer? If that's a reference to something, I don't get it. Menu. Writing all over the back.
I like getting into holes, if you know what I mean.
What are you talking about?
Oh, don't make me say it.
You mean?
Spelunking.
That has nothing to do with the bar counter.
The balls.
Oh, you want to know why there are 2 balls? This way I have a spare if one stops working.
That's fair enough. This is the chocolate.
Thanks for the chocolate. I appreciate it.
Light. A bright light.
Don't thank me, honey. Just don't forget to get me something on White Day.
What's White Day?
What do you want?
Well, you can return the favor.
Meaning?
Something hard that will leave a mess all over my hands.
More chocolate. Bar counter. Information about the HP case.
Information, huh? Oh, I saw something online. There's this creepy video going around. Do you know about it?
Yeah, Syriac. I saw that. It's the new music video by Syriac. It's great. I think he's outdone himself this time. It's really good.
Are you talking about the nirvanA trial?
Oh, that as well.
No, not that one. There's another one.
Yeah, the Syriac. It
was
good.
released at midnight.
I don't know when it was released.
It's called nirvanA X.
X?
That's right.
So, like, it would have Dave Grohl in, obviously. So it'd be like a mix between Static X and nirvanA.
Ryuki, I looked it up. Once again, the original uploader is anonymous.
It's just like that QR video. I thought it might have something to do with the HB case.
Mama, did you watch the video?
Yeah, I have it saved on my smartphone. Wanna see?
No, Ryuki, don't do it. Something bad might happen again.
Do you know where Mummy is?
I don't follow. Did she get into trouble?
She may have come into contact with Terror. She might have valuable information.
Well, okay then. Let's ask the Big Milky Balls.
Could you call them something else?
Oh, mighty balls, who has the softest, bounciest skin in all the land? That is Mama, of course. That's right. Oh, you know it.
Who gives a shit?
I agree.
Ahem. Now, serious mode this time. Oh, balls, the great and powerful, please find someone for me. Her name is Amame Doi. Where is she right now?
You should go to the NICE Japan branch. You should gain some valuable information there.
Ooh, how was it?
Thanks, that was helpful. The NICE Japan branch.
Are you going to take her seriously?
Not necessarily, but it won't hurt to check, right?
Watch nirvanA X.
Mama, please?
Ryuki!
Okay then. I'm going to stream it on the screen over there. It's probably better to watch it on a bigger screen.
Ah, man, it's pretty big.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Clickety-click.
Okay. The skateboarder. One of those tall. Oh, some numbers. 215 1200. Oh, we're gonna have to collect these. That seemed very important. What do I have? Yeah. Wanted to be able to move my face up and down on the thing and it doesn't work. It's really annoying. Happy playful set. Oh no, okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna do that right now. Because oh no! The pen rolled off. One of the deepest. Right, file. Short-term memory loss. I get this when I'm drunk sometimes. Disorientation. The veil. Dahlia. I should write that down. Doppelganger. Also called an autoscopy. Often considered supernatural phenomenon. It's rumoured that if you see one, you will die. But that's not true. I've seen one so many times. And I'm basically half dead anyway, since I don't go home on weekends. Look for the documents all day. nirvanA X. Okay, that might be enough numbers. 215 1200 and CCFGGD, comma. It's obviously, oh fucking hell, AEIGAHE. Let's get off the screen, shall we? Better. So, that seems to be the two codes that we need. We need the number for the lady, and we need Dahlia's full name, which I think is 67. But oh, hang on. CCFGGD AEIGAHE. So GAH. I'm not seeing an L. LIA. Double check. No L. I don't mean Christmas. There can't be an anagram. Not a pile driver, it's a wrestling move. For a wrestling maneuver, it's performed by sticking your head of your hunched over opponents between your legs and lifting them so they're upside down. In this position, you fall backwards on your butt and slam the opponent's head into the ground. Monkey Moon. Middle Moon. Bondage. I wouldn't know what bondage is. A lot of them reference Sea Life, apparently. Oh my god. Okay. Who's new here? Taxi driver, of course. He likes chimneys and fists. Multi-level marketing MLM schemes. Sucking stick out, taking senior route. Okay.
What did I tell you? I warned you!
Huh? I think I'm okay.
Yeah, don't scare me like that.
Judging by the name, it's gotta have something to do with the nirvanA initiative.
Yeah.
The incidents at Shinjuku might be related too.
What incidents?
Well, one example is what happened with that rocket. Luckily, there weren't any casualties. Anyway, I think that was like a test run for the initiative. But we don't know anything for sure. Where the actual show will happen, who's behind it and why, we don't know any of the details.
We do have a clue as to when, though. The nirvanA X video. There were two codes on there. One of them was 215-1200.
Damn it, I went through the effort of writing it down.
I think it's a date and a time.
February 15, 12 p.m.
Yeah, noon tomorrow.
The date and time when the nirvanA initiative will begin.
There's not much time.
What about the letters?
I'm not sure about that one. The numbers represented a time and date, so I'm guessing those were for a location.
A location?
Okay, I'll write that down as well.
We have a lot to think about now.
Let's get a move on.
We'll do that last, obviously. To Brahman. To the big guy.
Amame? She was here earlier.
Really?
She left pretty quick, though.
Alcohol bottle. Liquor. Count menu. A counter. This is the first time we've been able to explore here. Chair. Round stool. Posters. Flyers. Refrigerated case. Kitchen. Blackboard menu. And again, for some reason, we've been seeing a lot of sort of Indian gods. I guess nirvanA is also Indian. It's a picture of Ganesha. I say Indian, obviously I mean something, this specific religion, which name escapes me right now. Door. Restaurant door. Yeah, I can't remember it. Lunch pot. Why didn't you pick up the phone?
I was so busy today. We're expecting a lot of customers, so I have a lot of prep to do.
Why are you expecting a rush?
You know about what happened in Shinjuku yesterday? We're actually pretty close to there.
A rocket?
That's right. So anyway, there's tons of people around here now. I thought some of them might stop by here.
Where was Mama? Why was she here?
It's Valentine's Day today, isn't it? Well, she brought some chocolate.
Chocolate?
Yeah, why? Is something wrong?
So, Mama saw Terra. Right after that, she saw Komeji's body. She still bought Gen chocolate. Where's Mama?
She said she was headed to Iris's house.
The Sagan household, huh?
Thanks. I've been trying to get a hold of her, but...
Her phone is out of battery. She told me earlier.
I see.
My phone's battery is died. I can use it as long as it's plugged in. But so it means I'm in... I can be in a horror movie if I want, because, like, my phone is conveniently dead.
Why are you looking for Amame?
Gen and Mame are close. Can't tell him there's reason to believe Mame ran into Terra. Don't want to worry about her. Play it off.
You see...
I tried calling Iris, but still no dice.
We should just head to the Sagan household.
Yeah, good idea.
Right. We'll do that next because it's just, you know, it flows well. You look quite a lot like that nurse.
I'm sorry. I think you're just one step behind. Mame was here, but she left with Iris to go somewhere.
I see.
I'm sorry, Mame. Iris is taking a long time to get ready. Mame?
Are people being hypnotized to do things? Low table. Coffee table. Tea, it's green tea as you can see. A window, there are trees beyond the window. Picture. And shelf. The irises in bloom. There's a door at the end of the room. There's a counter. Microwave. Dining table. Dining set. Cuddly toy. It's a bookshelf, John. Well, this one doesn't have very much stuff, does it? The calendar and a mysterious object on the shelf. Lamp. Box. About Date. Or date. They have a deep relationship. Know that.
Why do you ask?
Well,
I haven't seen Date in a while. I've been waiting for him, but...
I'm sorry to ask such a delicate question.
No, It's okay.
Iris and Mame.
I'm not sure. They didn't tell me where they were going.
Anything off about those two?
Anything off about them?
Like a state of shock or panic, maybe?
Let me think. Iris seemed normal, but I do recall Mame seemed troubled. She didn't say a word while she was here. Like her head was somewhere else. While Iris was preparing to leave, she just stared off into the distance.
Sorry to have wasted your time.
There's no such thing as wasting time when you're investigating. Even the most insignificant piece of information could be relevant.
Ryuki, I've never seen you so positive.
Maybe you're a good influence on me. Let's get going. We need to find Mame.
To the park. We're just gonna run into that bloke. The thief.
Doesn't look like Amame is here.
But wait, Leon is.
Told you.
Leon is obsessed with Kizuna, and Kizuna is Amame's friend.
Yeah, he might know where Mame is.
Let's ask.
Oh, you again. What's up?
Do you know a girl named Amame Doi?
Oh, Kizzy's friend. Of course I know her.
Do you know where she is?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
I saw her earlier.
Where?
I don't know. Give me 100,000 yen and I'll think about it.
You can't be serious.
I'm low on cash. Come on, Ryuki.
Fine. We'll do this. Leon, do you have a 500 yen coin?
Yeah, I do.
I'm going to look away, and you put it in one of your hands. If I can guess which hand it's in, tell me for free.
And if you're wrong?
I'll pay you.
All right, sounds good to me.
I assume we're gonna cheat.
Let's do this. Don't peek.
Don't peek. I know just what you're thinking.
Okay, I'm ready. Guess, which hand is it in?
Oh, I thought we were gonna... Oh yeah, X-ray, there we go. You can see his bone structure, scan both his hands and... oh, hang on, can I just be wrong? Okay. Who designed this? I think it's in his left hand, but I have to press right. And it's like, it's his left hand or... Yeah.
Left hand, huh? Are you sure? You can change it if you want to. Aw, darn it!
See?
How did you know?
Superpowers.
Also, it was a 50-50 chance.
Ah, damn. Well, fine. I did make a promise. I saw Mame at ION.
ION.
Those are 3 letters. ION.
That's the child services facility run by Riichi Chieda, Kizuna's father.
Yes, I see. Presumably where they got the DNA from.
It's Valentine's Day today, right? We promised to meet up tonight. But I couldn't wait any longer. I want to see Kizzy right now! I don't need to talk to her. Seeing her from afar is enough. So that's why I went to ION.
It's kind of like wanting to watch porn before going to happy ending places.
I don't think this is anything like that.
Mame was there. Mame, Kizzy, and Iris were talking. They had real serious looks on their faces.
They were like, this big guy is stalking us outside the window.
I couldn't barge into their conversation, so I left without saying anything.
They were discussing something serious then.
They saw the body at the studio. They were talking about that. That's pretty reasonable,
Why
to
are
be
you
honest.
even looking for Mame?
Well, police officer.
Well, you see...
Wait, is Mame a suspect in the HB case?
What?
No, that definitely couldn't be it.
3. Bench. 3 again.
God, I wish that were me. No, I need to learn restraint.
Good decision.
Bench. Pond. Okay. Guidepost. Machine sled. It's not being used anymore. Okay.
Oh, Kizzy. Yeah, I'm excited for tonight. We should meet. Okay. I'll see you there.
Are you drinking?
Thought I told you that before.
You did? Oh, it's not on the screen right now.
It's Alfred. Non-alcoholic beer.
Did you buy that?
Of course I did. Okay, maybe it's true that I did steal a lot before. I know it's nothing to brag about, but they did call me the master of unlocking. But that's all in the past.
Now I'm a Jill sandwich.
Did you always steal by yourself?
It depended on what needed stealing. Sometimes I went alone, sometimes in pairs. If it was a big target, like some mansion in the boonies, I'd go with a team of 5 or 6 guys. The leader of the group was a Kumakura. You know them, right? That's how I met Moma, the chairman of the Kumakuras. I was usually partnered with Quartz. They were kinda like a bodyguard, helped me out whenever I got in a sticky situation. Why am I even telling you all this? I think I've said too much. Please forget it. It's all in the past. Like I said.
I haven't said enough. You think Mame... Why do you think Mame's a suspect?
Oh, actually, 4 days ago, on the 10th of February, I saw Mommy then, too, in front of Horodori Institute. She didn't notice me, though. Anyway, Mommy headed into Horodori Institute by herself. What business does she have at that research facility? That's what I was thinking to myself. I saw another person follow her in right after. It was Tokiko. Tokiko Shigure, president of NICE Japan. I know what you're thinking. Why would you think she's suspect just because of that, right? Well, you're right. I don't even know if Mame and Tokiko saw each other in there anyway. Not to mention Tokiko was killed 2 days ago, on the night of the 12th. So maybe it's got nothing to do with it. Nah, it probably doesn't. Just coincidence.
Indeed.
But for whatever reason, it caught my attention.
We're getting loads of information off this guy. Why did that fade out?
I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna see Kizzy tonight. I need to head to the beauty salon first.
Beauty salon?
Anyway, adios!
Oh, I missed the line again. No.
Why was Mame at Horodori Institute?
4 days ago.
It's interesting that Tokiko was behind her as well. Horodori Institute. I remember.
The goal was to get inside the hidden room inside Horodori Institute.
We totally put that on hold. We need to go search that hidden room. But going now would be pointless. If it's a hidden room, it's gotta be a secret and locked up tight. They're not just gonna let us in there.
Anyway, we should focus on the task at hand. Find Amame.
Yeah. Leon said he saw her at Iowan.
Oh, is that a new location? Go. Ooh. I should make sure I'm not muted. I've returned. Tama and I headed to Iowan to find Mame. She was nowhere to be seen, neither was Kazuno Iris, who was supposedly with her. I asked the worker if they saw the 3 girls. They answered, they didn't have a model for me. I saw them before, but that was a while ago. God,
Well, we tried.
just behind.
Let's go.
No, wait. That person over there.
That's...
Excuse me! Nice to see you again.
Are you a clone? No, maybe it's their child? They want me to think it's a clone, so it's probably not a clone. But since we know they had a relationship, it could be a child, and a child is like a clone, thematically speaking. Castle slide.
Wow, it's so big.
Tama, out of curiosity, was it Pewter who programmed your personality?
Nope.
Then who programmed you?
I don't know, but they were definitely an aerogrammer.
An aerogrammer? Oh, aerogrammer is in programmer. Building.
Do you know what pansies mean in the language of flowers? They usually mean, think of me, my dearest.
Okay, and?
Forget it.
It's Valentine's Day after all. Now in bloom. A lot going on here. Seesaw.
It's like a seesaw of eroticism.
No, it's
A
not.
what?
Jungle Gym.
Jungle Gym.
What are you talking about?
A swing set!
We don't call them jungle gyms in the UK, we call them climbing frames, which admittedly is a really fucking boring name for them.
What's with this place? It's filled with lewd objects.
I mean, swing set is potentially a pun, yes, because it's got the word swing in.
I think you're the only one who thinks that.
Anyway. I mean, it's a stretch. Still.
I need to hurry. If I don't...
Your mask is upside
The
down.
body is the opposite.
What?
Why are you barefoot?
Rats don't wear shoes.
But you're not a rat.
Also, I'd love to see rat and shoes. Somebody... I might have to look that up online.
Squeak, squeak.
Are you really a rat?
Or, go again?
What? Your clothes are worn
I
out.
forgot to put mothballs in the dresser.
What are you doing here?
Breath.
Well, that's everything cleared up.
Where is it? Where is the main event taking place?
Main event?
There she goes.
What was she talking about?
Maybe a Halloween event or something?
Wrong season for that.
Maybe she was talking about that one thing.
What?
Don't make me say it. You know what I mean, don't you?
I absolutely don't.
There's no point in paying further attention to her. We should head to...
A different spot.
Denies. Yeah, she's definitely not the key to all this. That's sarcasm, just in case I was too subtle with that.
It was 2 days ago that Tokiko's body was found here. The investigation is still ongoing.
So, what are you planning on doing here? Mame wouldn't be here.
I didn't come here expecting to find Mame.
You should go to the Nice Japan branch. You should gain some valuable information there.
What valuable information could be here?
I don't know, but let's look around.
Pond. It's a pond.
This has become a difficult situation.
It's really hard to keep being a serial killer in this situation.
There are many factors to consider. taking into account probability and all. Oh, what dating app should I use?
Yeah, use them all, buddy. And you have to pay. Ask his name.
So that's how it's gonna be. Well, I suppose it's not that bad. Is this getting a little too scripted? That's what the people want. Anyway, my name is...
Kagami!
That's my line!
Look at his body.
The body is long gone for the autopsy. It really is a shame. She was killed right before her birthday.
Oh.
Tokiko's birthday is February 15th. There was a huge party planned for her here. It really is such a shame.
And the main event. About Mame.
Do you know this girl? Her name is Amame Doi.
We have this ability? What, since when have we been able to do this?
Oh, I know her. She's a mermaid at Sunfish Pocket.
That's true, but how do you know that?
Oh, well, I've been there a few times. I wanted to investigate the day-to-day lives of young women.
That's a weird thing to say.
As an inspector?
I need to know what's in. It's an important part of being an inspector.
That's why it's an inspector.
That's a tough sell.
Do you know where she is now?
No, I wouldn't know. I can tell you that she isn't working right now, though. I heard from another girl that she hasn't been feeling well recently.
Right. It's unlikely that she'd be at Sunfish Pocket. Mame saw Terror at the studio. And right after that, she saw Komeji's body. It's unlikely she'd be at work with all that going on.
Door. Regulation line. That's you. Vector. Desk. Don't know why I clicked that twice. Chair. Marker. The symbol. A houseplant. New intel.
There isn't anything here.
How are you?
It's all right now, because I am here. Half-Mites, Northern Mariana Islands, smash!
Yay! Anything regarding Mame?
Mame?
It's this girl.
Don't recognize her.
Window. Big window here. Also, I got that while the camera was auto-moving. Detective. Any clues in the office?
It's not a lead or anything, but it is interesting.
What is?
It's gonna take some time to prepare. I'll let you know when I'm ready.
Got anything regarding Mame?
This girl.
No, I don't know where she is.
I see.
Search the space downstairs.
You talking about the underground cathedral?
Yes.
It's off limits right now. There's concerns that it might collapse.
So you don't know about the box?
The box?
There was a box there with a strange-looking device.
What's in the box?
Tama, can you show the image?
Sorry, I don't have it.
What?
Ryuki, when you went to the cathedral, you fell off the bridge, remember? The impact caused me to lose some of my memory. I was only able to recover up to finding Tokiko's body in the president's office.
No backups?
Because it was so deep underground, there was no signal down there.
Come to think of it, there were some network problems.
Exactly. So I couldn't upload the data to the cloud.
Damn.
Very convenient.
Ryuki, I'm ready. It's what I mentioned to you earlier.
Oh, please go ahead.
Look at that pond over there.
Now look at that horse. Back to the pond. Oh, he can do it as well.
Is that?
It's Tokiko's hologram. Her laptop was in the desk. There was a program running. This, I think it's some software aimed at these cultists. Needless to say, it's just an image, so she can't really interact with you. But she does talk. Lectures even. If you give her a topic, she'll give some pre-recorded response. You can choose from 4. Moksha, gain. Formless emptiness, and the allegory of the cave.
We'll start with the allegory of the cave, because I already know that one.
There's other data in there too somewhere, but it'll take time to get at.
Allegory of the cave is Plato. Obviously, it's the inspiration to Matrix, you know, instead of painting on the wall.
The Allegory of the Cave is a story first told by Plato, the ancient Greek philosopher.
Oh, yeah?
There are prisoners imprisoned in a dark cave. These prisoners have never witnessed the outside world. All they can see are shadows projected on the walls in front of them. Merely the shadows of grass and trees, flocks of birds, even families of deer would be shown from time to time. But the prisoners who have never seen the outside world believe these shadows to be the truth. Reality they do not doubt or question.
Won't lie, the picture helps a lot with this. Ooh. Ooh, I have not quite finished it yet. I will go back. Yeah, Star Ocean's going well. Also, hello. I'll be playing more tomorrow. But it's because I'm back to work. I've been playing other games.
One day, one of the prisoners unchains themselves and escapes the cave. They see real grass, real trees, real flocks of birds, and real deer.
Oh dear.
At that time, they saw the world as it truly is. Overwhelmed with emotion, they head back to the cave to tell the other prisoners of their discovery.
Surely they'd cast their own shadow.
Everything we've seen until now have been shadows, false images. The outside world is completely different.
None of the other prisoners believe the escapee. Have they gone insane? They laugh. Do you understand this allegory? The escapee was enlightened with the truth and reached moksha. So what about you? Do you plan to live your days chained in a cave, scraping by a living in a world of falsehood and fraud? Or do you plan to join us? The decision needs to be made. Please demonstrate your determination.
That's an interesting. Moksha. Ooh. I was talking to somebody about, is it 13.2? Oh no, yeah, I've played 2 hours of 13.2, because I completed 13, and I wanted to try it out. But I've been meaning to get, well, I've got to get to that Final Fantasy. I mean, it is, of course, my ambition of completing all the Final Fantasy games. Even the weird side games probably don't count, apart from like the 11th one, or possibly Crystal Chronicles. Pretty sure some of those games will be impossible, or a headache to stream. I'll see how I feel about them when I get to those particular games, I guess. Which does mean doing 13.2 and 13.3. My brother says good things about that game, though. But like, when it came out at the time, I think I played it for an hour and then never touched it again. Moksha.
Moksha, or enlightenment. One is only truly free when free from all desires. But this state of mind is not something that can be easily defined or described in words.
What's the point of being free if you're free from all desires? What are you gonna do with your freedom?
It is implicit knowledge. It is not something you can understand without experiencing it for yourself. Imagine, for example, someone who has never seen the color red.
Oh god, are we going to do the conversation that every single stoner has?
It is impossible to explain to that person what the color red is. You can't truly understand the redness of the color red until you experience it.
The conversation that every single stoner, anyone who's ever smoked any amount of weed on the planet has had is, hang on, how do I know that my color red is the same as your color red? Because you can't describe colors. You can mathematically say what they are, though. But like, there's no way of telling that you see the same colors. Anyway.
Moksha is similar in this way. So how can you reach moksha? Among Hindu followers are those known as the sadhu. They follow a strict spiritual path of penance in an attempt to reach moksha.
No one can tell you what being the one is. Hang on, I'm trying to remember the quote to the Matrix. Being the one is like being in love. Nobody can tell you you're the one. You just know.
For example, one may stand on just one leg for decades, or try to roll across the entire Indo-Chinese continent. One may live on a bed of nails. Another might strike his head upon a pillar thousands of times.
Oh yes, Dark Souls. I'm familiar.
Among Buddhists, there are the ascetics. They perform a 1,000-day circumambulation, walking 30 miles a day around steep mountains. And they chant the mantras without pausing to eat, drink, or even sleep for 9 whole days.
That sounds like a good way to die.
It is said that the founder of Zen Buddhism, the monk Bodhidharma, sat cross-legged facing a wall without rest for 9 years straight. But how do all these things achieve moksha? Is it because pain and penance cause your desires and thoughts to dull and disappear? That may be part of it.
I know there's that dude that kept his arm just up and just never took that and it's withered away because if you don't use, if you don't use it, it what's the word? It not stagnates. It oh damn it! The word's got. I like the series House. Hugh Laurie had because the character of House has a walking stick. He's got a limp. He has to walk with a limp, and because he did that for so long, he developed his own limp. I'm sure he could because he wasn't using his leg in a way a leg should be used, and if you don't use it, it withers. It oh damn it! I don't know the word. Never mind. Atrophies, there's the word.
Or is it perhaps the state of nothingness that comes over you upon achieving these feats?
That's not what she's getting at, though.
One may come to the conclusion that desires themselves are illusory. Knives has a slightly different interpretation. Do you know how a debugger finds bugs in games?
They play the same game. They fuck about in a game. They play the same game again and again and again, and they fuck about.
They try to run into walls over and over and over again.
Huh? Yeah, they do. Okay, it's a pretty good analogy. I like that.
They go to places that normal players won't go, or leave the game on for days. They do things that normal players don't do.
Yeah, to seal the edge cases.
Unpredictable actions that the programmers failed to anticipate.
I don't know if they do, though. Speedrunners do that. And people who make games, they will only fix bugs that a reasonable person's going to find. Like, if you can accidentally walk into a wall and skip to the end of the game, they'll fix that because somebody realistically, people are going to do that accidentally. But if you've got to do like a 12-second, you've got to point at the exact angle and then walk forwards and hop, like a programmer's going to go, well, nobody reasonably is going to accidentally do that. So we have no reason to fix it. So I don't know if they do. Like, because I know what she's getting at. She's saying that they're tearing at the seams, as it were. But like, I don't know if actual bug tests, because I think what bug testers do is they just play the game again and again and again and again and again, same level again and again and again. They do leave it on.
That is how bugs that weren't even considered in the planning stages are found. Does this remind you of anything? Hitting your head on a pillar 1,000 times. Sitting toward a wall for 9 years. What if these actions were not anticipated by the creator? What if these actions uncovered bugs in the real world?
Yeah, it seems.
What if they revealed the seams? In other words, these practitioners of the extraordinary are trying to find the seams. Find them and achieve enlightenment. Learn the secret of this world. The truth. And so we believe that moksha is this journey.
Look at sky. It's a game!
This world is a simulation. Thus, its creator must have created with intention.
I think that's got a name. And I can't remember.
This intention we can never know for certain. But we can surmise and we can estimate. Imagine you attempt an action, but that action is prevented by something incomprehensible to you. It is reasonable to assume that action was something not considered by the creator. Contrarily, if you attempt an action and feel yourself compelled by some otherworldly force, it is probably something the creator did expect.
So, I watched this anime once called Sword Art Online. Oh yes, I've been playing through Final Fantasy X recently as well. I got distracted by sofa games, but I've got to go back to that as well. I mean, I've finished it before a couple of times, but I want to do them all on stream, obviously, for the reasons I mentioned earlier. But I've got it on my PC. Because I've always wanted to fight Penance and the Dark Aeons as well, which I'll get around to one day. Sword Art Online. I hated Sword Art Online, by the way. I had a friend at work who kept on going, no, it gets better. And it turns out he was just seeing how far he could get me to watch by just insisting. But there was one thing I liked. It was in episode 1 where somebody like swings a weapon and it does the animation. Because they're in a computer game world, it's a VR world, it's an MMO, so you do action, and you flow as the game dictates. And I'm like, oh, that's a clever premise. What are they going to do with it? And they do nothing. The idea, well, I've only seen like the first series, but like as far as I know, the idea never comes back. But like, I don't know of any real world analog to that. Like trying to do something and being blocked, or doing something and being forced into a situation. I guess like with alcohol, or you know, falling to sleep.
Like rats trapped in a maze. Go in the wrong direction and receive a shock. Go in the right direction and receive a prize.
I mean, I can't.
Considering this, perhaps this simulation is actually a game.
Yeah, but like I can't think of any real-world examples of trying to do an action and somehow being prevented to doing it. What example do you have?
A game about escaping this inscrutable maze.
Ah, yes, I've seen Westworld.
Can you win this game? The creator probably wants you to.
This feels weak. Like, I understand the idea that if you live in a simulation, it might have intentionality behind it, sure. But you were like, well, there are things you can and can't do. And I'm like, you've not proven there are things I can't do. I mean, are you saying I can't fly? Because obviously I can't fly because it's just like not within the realm of physics, you know? But you didn't say that. You said an action that you've been inexplicably prevented. Hang on, I'll read the exact line. Yeah, the action is prevented by something incomprehensible to you. I can think of literally 0 examples of that. Like, your premise, sure. Like, maybe I have thoughts about, like, that's got intentionality behind it, but, like, this and this, yeah, again, compelled, sure. I'll give you that. I could probably think of a few examples. Again, alcohol will compel actions out of you. Or hypnotism. You want to go there? But, like, I cannot think of any example of, like, you know, walking into an invisible wall would be an excellent way of he wasn't supposed to go in that direction, there's an invisible wall. But like, I can't think of no real life invisible walls. What are you talking about, game? Form is emptiness.
Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. So reads the doctrines in Buddhist scriptures. Emptiness is not separate from form. Form is not separate from emptiness.
What?
Whatever is form is emptiness. Whatever is emptiness is form.
Okay, so that's a Zen Koan, I think. I believe. Is that the word? I've got that right? A koan is a... Yeah, okay, so a koan is a phrase, K-O-A-N, and obviously it's a contradictory phrase meant to do a little explosion in your brain. So, like a Zen koan be the sound of one hand clapping. It's supposed to like empty your mind, right? And a lot of them are just phrases that are backwards. There's a specific poem because it's from The Witness. When you complete The Witness the first time, it says parts of the poem. But it's one of the features of the poems is like lots of contradictory statements like that.
Emptiness is sometimes translated as void or nothingness.
Mu. Yeah, I know the word. It's very popular in Japanese games.
Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form.
Okay, yeah, I like you keep saying it. I understand the thought experiment, but like she's not indicated that that's what she's doing. She's just sort of insisting that form is emptiness. And I'm like, is it? What do any of these work? Like, if you want to...
Everything in this world is false. False is this world to the core. Shotok Taishi, who spread Buddhism in Japan, said something similar. All is false. Buddha is truth. The first part of the quote is self-explanatory. The latter requires context. Buddha, in this instance, is being used as a substitute for the general concept of enlightenment. Bodhi, Satori.
Yep, okay, no, I'm fine with that.
Thus, the quote can be interpreted to mean, the sole truth of this world is enlightenment. Everything else is a falsehood.
Sure.
I will give another example. The butterfly dream, a famous legend told by Xuanzhou, one of the founders of Taoism.
Yes, I already know. You imagine that you dream that you're a butterfly, and of course, after that dream, you fly about. You're a butterfly, having a whale at the time as a butterfly, and then of course you wake up and you're like, oh, that was a lovely dream. But then think, are you a human dreaming of a butterfly, or are you a butterfly dreaming you're human?
One day, Xuanzhou was a butterfly in a dream. He awoke from his dream with a question. Was his being a butterfly a dream? Or is this world he awoke in a dream?
I mean, it's the first one, because he has continuity as a man and none as a butterfly.
Many notable people in history have had similar thoughts.
Incredible thoughts.
These same questions have been passed down for thousands of years.
Yeah, in books.
Why is that? Could there be a truth hidden in all this?
No, just because something's old doesn't mean it's more likely to be true. You know, like... You know, just because not true, but to be wise, to have wisdom contained within. It's enough.
Well, that sure was something. Didn't help much, though.
I'm trying to think of whether or not the philosophy actually helped solve the original case.
Not necessarily. This information might come in handy later.
If you say so.
I'm planning on playing Tentu as well.
Anyway, there was no information on Amame. Let's go somewhere else.
Gone everywhere. This is a new place. After that, we searched all over the city to look for Mame. Ultimately, we couldn't find her.
The sun is setting. Let's give up on finding a Mame for now.
No, not yet. There's one more place I want to go. I didn't mention it before now because...
computer game reasons.
I thought, considering Mame's mental state, it would be a long shot.
The mermaid bar?
But maybe...
Hey, can you just cut to the chase? Where are you talking about?
The maid cafe she works at. She's at the maid cafe, Sunfish Pocket in Akiba.
Weren't we already told that that's not the case? I'm not sure about how the red looks behind the green. Didn't really consider that. But I can't really change those colours. Yeah, I guess I can, but it'd be annoying. No, I could change that. Make it a dark green. That might look better.
Mame, you were here this whole time? We were looking for you.
Sorry to interrupt, but Mame can't talk right now. I don't really know how, but she lost her voice.
Like that they've obviously modelled all the other barmaids, and it's like, it's sort of. We went to another place and it had to do like a story. You spoke to a person because they obviously didn't model them, but like apparently they had time to model mermaids that you never had to talk to.
She must still be struggling with what happened at the studio. But then, why is she here at the cafe?
Wait, Leon's here? What is he doing here?
Table. The table again. Yeah, we can't even talk to them. Winter. They've all got different haircuts as well. I think they literally are represented on that wall.
Jeez, are there no mature women working here? I wouldn't enjoy getting whipped by these girls at all.
I don't think this is that kind of establishment.
The entrance and the exit.
It looks like the toy that I have, though mine only has one tip.
It looks nothing like that.
Chair. It's a bit wooden. As is the barrel. No, all drum isn't wooden. Then, why are you here?
I told you, I was going to meet Kizzy today. She wanted to meet here.
I cannot see her here.
Where's Kizuna now?
She told me a little bit ago that she's running late. She'll be here after she finishes shopping with Iris.
Oh, is Iris coming too?
Yeah, it was actually Iris who planned the night out. It was her idea to have a video night at the cafe.
What does that mean?
I don't really know, actually. All I know is this wasn't a solo date with me and Kizzy.
I like the fact that you invited us all is probably a good sign. It's Leon. She's wearing a mermaid outfit. Okay, about the why are you here?
Seeing that you're wearing your outfit, are you working today?
Of course, it's Valentine's Day. There's going to be tons of customers here, and they need as many mermaids as they can get.
Yeah, they probably do make more money today.
So her manager begged her to work today.
Even though she can't talk?
She can write.
But...
why are we asking her questions if we literally know she won't talk?
Wanker, why'd you put a pig in the pot?
That's just a random impression of Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, you see,
I'm assuming it is because otherwise, like, they don't know. Like, wanker isn't a word outside the UK, I don't think. Otherwise, they'd say you jerk. Why did you go to the Horodori Institute?
4 days ago, on the 10th of February, you went to Horodori Institute, right? Leon told me.
Hey, come on!
Why did you go to Horodori Institute? Did you meet Tokiko there?
About Terra.
Mame, you ran into Terror at the studio, didn't you? Did they say anything to you?
Like I said, Mame can't talk right now. I thought I told you.
The incident at the studio.
Hey, what happened at the studio? I just want a clue. Anything at all would be helpful.
Scan her brain.
I don't understand what Mommy could be thinking.
Well, if only we had a device that would help us.
What's going on in her head?
Why don't you ask her to write something?
Looking at her now, I don't think she'll write anything.
Well then...
Yeah, we should ask her heart, using the sync machine.
We could have just done the wink sync. But it was the cafe's busiest night of the year. We just removed somebody. What time is it?
Good thing Boss and Pewter aren't here.
It is 2 AM, but it is a Friday night. Ah, fuck it.
I'm sure they'll chew you out later. You know it's a crime to use the machine without permission. You could even get fired for this.
The pink on the grey. Very tight in my eyes, just...
It's fine. If I get results, Boss won't care.
You think so?
Tama, can you control the machine? You can do it remotely, right?
Are you really going to do this?
Mame ran into Terror. I'm sure of it. It's highly likely she knows something important. Please, Tama. Please help me. You're my only hope.
Ugh, you're so annoying! Fine, I'll do it. I'm going to skip the warning message because I'm sure you already know.
Okay, start it.
What was that?
Could you start, please?
That's better. Here I go. 3, 2, 1.
We're working towards the MMA ending then.